What's up, guys? It's Mushi. Welcome back to another edition of Dasher Snitching, where I go all over the subreddits of Doordash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, and I try to find Dashers snitching on themselves. Today we have a spicy episode because the police were almost called on a Doordash customer because that customer sweared at the driver. Let's get into the story. First thing I want to mention is bear with me because as I was reading the story, I don't believe English was their fluent language. So there was a lot of spelling mistakes and a lot of just run-on sentences and literally entire words were misspelled. So I had to really sit here and decipher what was happening. So a few days ago, there was a Doordash driver. He was sitting at a mall. He was waiting for orders and he got an order. He got pinged for an order and he went to go do it. I don't know what restaurant it was. I don't know for how much money it was, but I'm assuming it was a pretty decent order if the Dasher wanted to accept it. There was no mention of anything wrong with the pickup, but the problem was the drop-off because the drop-off was at an apartment complex. And if I know anything about apartment complexes, those are probably the most stressful drop-offs next to dropping it off at businesses. I mean, businesses are easier to drop off at because you don't got to go through a gate to get to a business. You don't got to find a bunch of buildings. I think delivering to businesses is a lot easier than delivering to apartments, but this was to an apartment complex. So the Doordash driver goes, he finds the right building, he drops off the order, takes a picture, goes back to his car. Later on, when the Dasher gets to his car, the Doordash customer texts the Dasher saying, hey, you dropped it off at the wrong place. My apartment is apartment 33, not apartment 35. Now, there was no proof, there was no picture. I don't know if the Dasher made a mistake. I don't know if the customer made a mistake, but from what the Dasher wrote, it says that the customer put apartment 35. So it seems like the customer made a mistake. Then later on in the post, the Dasher says that the customer sweared at the Dasher. And I wish there was some context to this, man, because you don't know. Did the customer call him and say, hey, man, F you, you piece of crap, you left my food at the wrong door? Or was it over text? Like, hey, butt face, you left my food at the wrong door, man. So the Dasher goes on Reddit and he asks, what are his rights when someone cusses at him? And he asks if he can go to the police department to complain about the customer cussing at him. And then the last thing in the post is the Dasher just complaining about how much his life sucks and how that Dasher basically ruined his day and gave him a bunch of stress. What the heck? I feel like a lot of people have really lost their sense of reality. I feel like the internet, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube even, has made people just lose their complete sense of reality. This Dasher wants to call the police on somebody because they cussed at him. What is this? RuneScape? Like, what's the custom? Is the customer gonna get muted? Is the police gonna come and mute the customer for 24 hours because he cussed at you? Maybe the Dasher just mixed up the numbers, man, but why would anyone want to call the police on someone for cussing at them? I could understand if the customer came and started throwing hands with the Dasher. Yeah, sure. But what legal right do you, what lawyer is gonna take that up? Call a lawyer. Hey, I have a case for you. Lawyer picks up, what's up? Someone cussed at me. Lawyer gonna sit there and be like, ain't nobody gonna take that case, bro. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this situation down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night, guys.